Well, all right. It's 12:30 on Thursday, November 9th, and I had no trades today, and not really a whole lot to say. All my stats stay the same. Felt good today in terms of my patience and not getting FOMO and not feeling like I had to take a trade. The price action was really just kind of all over the place today. Let's take a look here. I'm going to keep this as short as possible. I'm ready to end the day. But yeah, I started my typical time right around 6:40, 6:45, and we had what looked like a uptrend, a break, a new high already. Had a really steep down
Connection.
trend that was very tight. Got a retest of the low here. There was a possibility for a wider channel, and so at that point, I was kind of thinking range day. So I drew this range in here, and it seemed like it was headed to go back up to the top, and then it just made a sudden turn down and broke through the bottom. So I kind of decided to measure here and measure down. We reached that, kind of chopped around a bit, came back up. Thought once we got back in the range, okay, now this time we're going to get to the top of the range and maybe go break out the other side. Didn't happen, just got to the midline and then got, the price action got super slow in all of here, just really, really slow. And right around here, I was thinking, okay, we're about an hour away from Jerome Powell speaking. So I was getting ready to stop trading. And then 10 o'clock, I saw somewhere else it said something about a bond auction occurred. And there was just this steep sell off. So it seems like something like that probably makes sense. For whatever reason, I don't know why they don't include that as a high impact news event. Maybe it's on medium impact, but I only showed my high, I guess. I don't know. But man, sell off, just no setups. It's like when this happens, you just want to hit the sell button, right? But I feel like anytime I've ever tried that, you get, I get, I personally get like a steep move back like this that takes me out just to go where I thought I was going to go. So I don't really try that anymore. I kept looking for like wider channels. Nothing seemed to really work. There were two potential path setups here that I considered: first entry short, second entry short. So a failed second entry short, and then the higher low. In real time, this higher low looked good. My concern was that I wasn't properly seeing some kind of bigger channel or something. I was like thinking maybe it's a spike down and something like this. I wasn't able to make it work and still can't, but I just thought I was maybe missing something. And after seeing such a huge move down unexpectedly, kind of like my rhythm for the day got thrown off. And I just was like, didn't feel good about going long after all of that. But the context, makes sense to be able to go long there. Had a huge overshoot and, then it just went sideways. By this time, I decided I wasn't going to trade anymore because of Jerome Powell coming up and how volatile the market had gotten. It was just, so slow. And then boom, the market was just, on the train tracks, heading fast to a direction that I just didn't know what was happening. So I went, took care of my dogs, took them out, and came back right when Powell was speaking and kind of found this down channel. And really just nothing beyond that point that satisfied any kind of setup for me. Nothing even really close to considering at all, just because every time I had a channel that was played out, this one had a break and new low all in the same bar, so I wasn't looking to go short kind of anywhere here. And then this had to move up, and I kind of felt like, this could be a legit channel. So then I wasn't looking for shorts, but I wasn't seeing any longs I would take. And then once we had a couple contact points here, I think somewhere down here, I kind of saw this bigger blue channel like that. And I also found the yellow channel. And so here, right at the end of the day, just a few minutes ago, I was thinking, okay, well, I'm expecting a retest of the low. And I was kind of looking for my OJ setup here in this area. And one of these bars. Where is it? I think it was this bar. Uh, did close in the area of where I was expecting the OJ to be. But two things that weren't good. Well, the main thing was it just never triggered. But secondarily, I didn't like the close being right in the middle of the bar. You really want to see follow through and a strong bearish bar on the OJ to be able to get in. So because it closed in the middle and then it didn't trigger, I'm not sure I would have taken it. Even if it did trigger, I probably would not have. Probably would have just observed it to see if a so-called subjective white setup such as this with this bar, if it triggered, if it would have still worked to reach the low. I think that was the second time today where something like that happened where I didn't get to find out the answer to it. I didn't even mark the other one because I'm not looking to take subjective trades, and it didn't. It never triggered, just like this one never triggered. So there's nothing to learn from it. I think that really covers it for the day. That was my day. On the one hand, it's disappointing to not get any trades, but on the other side of the coin, I am just happy that I'm sticking to my rules. I'm not getting FOMO. I'm not just trying to force a trade. My PAs that I'm trading, well, this PA specifically number 3 is still extremely close to the drawdown, less than 400 or about $400 to the drawdown. So my next trade is crucial for that. I don't want it to be a bad trade. I want it to at least follow all the rules and be correct, a correct trade for the context of the market, drawing my channels. And if those things are all in place and I take a trade and I lose the PA, I'm okay with that because I'm following my game plan and not every trade's going to work 100%. And so as long as I don't make a mistake personally or enter a trade I'm not supposed to, or not read something correctly or go against my rules of like context now, which is part of my rules now, those are the trades I'm willing to lose. The ones I'm not willing to lose are the ones where I'm just being stubborn and greedy and just forcing a trade or saying, oh, I see the context is wrong, but I'm going to ignore it and take a trade anyways because I think this or that. And so, sometimes it's all about the small wins. And today it's the small wins of not making any critical errors or forcing any trades or feeling like I had to get a trade. And I'll be back tomorrow. The accounts live on. My PA accounts are paid for. They're lifetime fees. So it doesn't matter how long it takes me. My goal is just to get to a payout, and I want to keep all of these accounts alive. I eventually want to build up to 20 PAs. So I have the bigger picture plan in mind at all times, and so I'm not gonna let any single day or any single week throw me off from what I'm trying to accomplish, and always working on at least a couple evals at the same time moving forward. So I think that's it for today. Less than 10 minutes is perfect. That's all I need to say. 71% discount code still available for Apex till the end of the month. You can use this code or any other. And here's all my stats for YouTube so far. If you enjoy this content and kind of this format, it helps if you like the channel, like the video, subscribe, and that is it for me. Thanks for watching.